here and also playing against Nigeria. Though we take a good lead, it was not a commanding lead because we know
We'll have between Nigeria and Ghana, a painful one anyway, but we tried our best. It ended 2-2. Later on penalty shootout, Nigeria lost out to Ghana on Chan qualifiers there. Welcome you on the show, 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Just have to look at the story straight in the world of sport, talking about Nigerians, both home and away. They try their best when it comes to sports activities across the globe. Now, we'll be starting with, our ladies. While the men actually fell to Ghana Black Galaxies, our ladies did well. Bayelsa Queens, they were able to do their own well as they won against Ampem Dakwa ladies of Ghana in that in Canada, ended 3-0 in favor of Bayelsa Queens. Good one. Congratulations to Bayelsa Queens for qualifying for the CAF Women's Champions League Wafu B zonal qualifiers that took place in Côte d'Ivoire. They were able to win that game after meeting them for the second time. The first leg ended draw, but this time around they showed their class that really they are champions from Nigeria, and they defeated them 3-0. Igbomalu Chinyere, not forgetting Florence Sebastian, and also the lady that joined them, Miracle Joseph, scoring for Nigeria there. Congrats to Bayelsa Queens. Right now they'll be playing in Morocco for the CAF Women's Champions League, and hopefully they can come back with that trophy. Last time it was Rivers Angels that represented Nigeria, but this time around Bayelsa Queens will be representing the West African in this competition. As hope they will be hoping that they can win this competition, because Sakas of Ghana that represented West Africa last time, they were beaten by Melody Sundown ladies, and this time around Bayelsa Queens have shown class. Florence Sebastian, woman of the match, standing player in that particular game. She really showed her class, and congrats to the entire team, and also congrats to Nigeria. Well, we'll be looking at this particular story as we talk about women football in Africa. Congrats to Bayelsa Queens. Well, for the men, so painful that they lost against Ghana. They played out their heart. It ended 2-0 in favor of Nigeria, but if you look at it on aggregate wise, it ended 2-2 because we lost the first leg in Ghana also by the same margin of goals, and it went on penalty shootout. Well, that penalty shootout did not favor Nigeria, as Ghana was able to win on 5-4 on the penalty shootout, and that was the end of it. Nigeria lost twice to Ghana this year, one in March and second one in September. Talking about the CHAN, that is African Nations Championship, that will be taking place in Algeria in 2023. That is the home-based African players. And also the World Cup, we also lost against the Black Stars. This one we lost against the Black Galaxies. So both home and the senior and the second team defeated Nigeria. Well, we'll be talking with Naziru Jamajo from Kaduna, who will be joining us to talk about these two stories that we're actually taking right now: CAF Women Champions and also the CHAN 2023 qualifier. Naziru Jamajo, if you are there, good morning.
Good morning, Adi.
Okay, good one. Let's talk about Bayelsa Queens. Bayelsa Queens, they were able to defeat Ampem Dakwa ladies of Ghana 3-0, even though the first leg ended 0-0. But this time around, Bayelsa ladies showed that really they are the prosperity lady. They roared and they won that game 3-0. How do you see that?
Yeah, I think it is a good one for Bayelsa Queens to come out on top with this one. When you look at the way things have been happening in women's football, they have shown that they didn't just win the competition right here in Nigeria, taking off the NWFL just like that. They actually showed passion and they played very, very well yesterday. At least we have got a side that actually beat one of the team from Ghana, because as you have earlier said, the Chan Eagles lost yesterday to the Ghanaians, the Super Eagles lost to the Ghanaians, two big tickets that we have missed out. But yesterday, the Bayelsa Queens at least softened the heart of fans right here in the country. When you look at the way they play, at least they have got a big tournament, the CAF Champions League. I think they are the first women side to play in the Women's Champions League right here in Africa. That is a very good fit for them. I think when you look at the way things have been going, they are always progressing, always looking at how they can progress, how can they do better whenever they are playing football. Right now they have got a chance to shine on the continental side. So I just hope they do better. I hope they get to win games. At the end of the day, they come out on top in the group that they are playing. At least they should get into the latter stages of the tournament. Although it is the first time, but sometimes, they have had the experience of playing in the Confederations Cup last year, I think, if I'm mistaken, when they won the Women's Accio Cup. And right now, to the Champions League after winning the qualification round. So I just hope they do better, and with time they get better. And at the end of the day, I just hope in 2 to 3 years, in time to come, they will get to win the Women's Champions League.
Okay, now taking from that place, even though I will call it 1-1, why the ladies qualify Nigeria against at the expense of Ghana and Pem Dakwa, the men did their own against Nigeria. Very painful loss. Even though we won 2-0 here in Abuja, we still lost that game out on penalty shootout.
Yeah, we did actually when you look at it. But one thing that actually took the positives out of that game is the way the players played. And I think we were expecting the attackers to come out on top in that game, and they did. Talking of Chinedu Akuneto, the attacker right there who plays in the Nigerian Professional Football League, as well as Kiflu Muhammad, all of them scoring goals that are seriously important. I never expected the Chan Eagles to come back that game after losing 2-0 in Ghana. But on Saturday, the fans were there for them at the MQ Abiola Stadium. In the country, everybody up there for them, and they didn't disappoint. Talking of the first 90 minutes they played, and just look at the way the fans celebrated the equalizer right there from Akuneto, who scored the equalizing goal before the penalties. It was just a fantastic showing for them in the first 90 minutes. But after that, when it went to the penalties, that is when we lost it. When you look at it, the way things have happened in that game. But I'm impressed with the way the boys have done. We have missed the CHAN ticket, back to back. It is absolutely embarrassing, but at least we've got some positives to take out of this game. Maybe we should be preparing better ahead of the next tournament, maybe ahead of the next CHAN qualification. Then we can be able to do better. But right now, it is actually disappointing for those boys to give that kind of effort that they did, and at the end of the day, couldn't get the ticket for the CHAN competition.
Very painful one there. It was a very bad day for Nigeria at the stadium because a lot of them expected that, well, after they fought hard to get all those goals returned, and the penalty shootout just didn't favor the Eagles. It was like the same thing that happened in March. Well, that memory was brought back to Nigerians' mind. But from the way it is, that has been done. But congrats to Bayelsa Queens for doing us proud. We are happy. Now, Jamarjo, let's go international as we quickly look at English Premier League over the weekend. A good one for Manchester United. They were able to do it against all odds when no one even gave it a chance. But they showed their class. Rashford's goal, brace there, and also the new man from Brazil, Anthony, was on the scorer sheet there. Good one. Let's quickly look at the results of the EPL that went down during the week. Manchester United 3-1 against Arsenal. Brighton, shockingly, have been fantastic this season. 5-2 against Leicester City. Despite the Iheanacho's goal, it wasn't good enough. They lost by 2-5 there. Aston Villa, Man City, they shared the spoil. Erling Haaland again on the scorer sheet. You have Wolves 1-0 against Southampton. Tottenham Hotspur 2-1. Nottingham against Bournemouth. Good one for Bournemouth. 3-2. Newcastle, Crystal Palace, they shared the spoil also. Chelsea, the Battle of London against West Ham ended 2-1. I have Brentford against Leeds United. I see they had a meeting with Brighton. It also went on to 5-2. Good one for Brentford. And Everton, Liverpool, big derby match at the Merseyside ended 0-0. Jamarjo, if you want to talk about this, I'm sure attention will be on Manchester United, Arsenal. How do you see that particular game? Because really, Manchester United were on rampage.
Of course they were. The result says it all when you look at the way things have went down in that game between Manchester United and Arsenal. At the start of it, you never expect Manchester United to come out on top. But although it is a big game, it is a rivalry game. So whenever it comes to that one, such kind of games, form always flies out of the window. And that is exactly what happened yesterday between Manchester United and Arsenal. Manchester United have had it like a little bit easy after losing the first two games. It was difficult in the first two games, but Erik ten Hag switched things. The selection he made against Liverpool, I think, mattered seriously. Like, he kept Harry Maguire on the bench and Cristiano Ronaldo, and at the end of the day, it paid off. And he carried on like that. After the introduction of Casemiro into the team, he's still not playing because you can't always change a winning team. And that is exactly what Erik ten Hag is keeping right now at Manchester United. His selections are paying off. And yesterday, when he knew, his tactical flexibility actually impressed me because when he was coming to Manchester United, so many people were saying that he doesn't practice during games. He always stick to one thing. And at Manchester United, we have seen him done so many different things right on at the club. yesterday when you look at the way things have happened. After the halftime, Manchester United sat back a little bit. It was like they were crying for somebody in the midfield to come and give them a little bit of urgency, but Ten Hag knew what he was doing. He brought on a Cristiano Ronaldo, which gave Arsenal the chance to kind of relax, because Manchester United is like they were lacking pace after the taking off of Jadon Sancho as well as Anthony. So Arsenal defenders relaxed, and then Mikel Arteta also took a gamble in taking off his fullbacks. Arsenal were playing without fullbacks completely. Nobody was playing there, and that gave Bruno Fernandes as well as Eriksen the chance to run into those spaces. You saw the run Eriksen made for the third goal, and you saw the pass that Bruno Fernandes gave Marcus Rashford to score the second for Manchester United. I think Manchester United this season, if they continue like this, actually they might end up finishing in the top 4 places, which would be a surprising thing for me, looking at the way that they have started the season. And so far so good in the last 4 games. They have impressed me seriously.
Good one there. Coming from Naziru Jamajo, joining us from Kaduna. Let's hear from Charles Ajuya while we're talking still with you there, Jamajo. Stay with us. Charles, he has just talked about Manchester and Arsenal. I know you might have your own different view concerning that game, but really, you just have to give it up to Manchester United and also Marcus Rashford, outstanding player. That game, he was really outstanding.
Yeah, it was a good, saw the game yesterday. It was a good performance for United, I must say. It's clear that you're improving on Ten Hag. Like my colleague said, the first 2 games probably didn't go as they planned, but over time, since the Liverpool game, actually, when they dropped Harry Maguire, Cristiano Ronaldo, they've performed to a level you expect them, the level they expected to see starting the season. So it was a really good performance yesterday. I must say, at 1-1, there was a point where Arsenal were, before the first goal actually, at 1-0 to United, Arsenal were really pressing on United. You can see Odegaard was dominating midfield. Bukayo Saka was having fun yesterday. But after the goal went in and United settled again, you could see United had control of the game to a certain extent. The pass from Bruno Fernandes to release Rashford for the second goal was incredible. He does that every time, but most times he doesn't get the ball. Yesterday, he was 100 with that pass. It was incredible. And even with the third goal, Eriksen was brilliant yesterday, I must say. Apart from the spell, I think between the beginning of the second half to the 60th minute mark, where I felt Odegaard was dominating the midfield, he was brilliant as well, Christian Eriksen. But I must say, United do have problems. They still need a lot of sorting out in the midfield. So Erik ten Hag needs to know who his best midfield pivot is. Is it McTominay, Eriksen, or are you going with Casemiro? Because eventually questions will be asked why Casemiro isn't playing. He spent all that big money for someone who has come with all that pedigree from Madrid. You expect him to play at some point. Yes, I understand the intensity of the Premier League may be difficult for him at this moment in time. But eventually you have to bring Casemiro in. Also, you have the big question of Cristiano Ronaldo. A time will come, these questions of, he didn't have a good preseason will no longer be there. You need him to be playing games. We need him to be starting. So are we going to see a Cristiano Ronaldo who is a bench player now? Or is Cristiano Ronaldo going to go into the starting level? So it's good days for United, I must say. I'm not happy about that, but good days for United.
You're not happy?
Not really.
Okay, we've been talking concerning Manchester United and also against Arsenal. A fantastic one for the Red Devils. They won 3-1. And congrats to them there. We've also looked at the result quickly. Let's look at the table as it stands right now. Despite that loss, Arsenal, they are still topping the English Premier League. Well, just a point ahead of Manchester City. Well, good one there. You have to give it up to them. As you have Arsenal with a 15-point, Man City, Spurs, Brighton. Really, they really show their class. Still standing among the big boys there. Number 4, you have Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool, and you have Brentford in that pecking order. Well, down the bottom of the table is Leicester City, Nottingham Forest, West Ham from 18, 19, and 20. While the middle of the pack, Fulham, Newcastle, Southampton, Bournemouth in that pecking order. That's how it went down in the English Premier League for the weekend. But big one for Manchester United, for Chelsea against West Ham. In fact, well, maybe I would say they tried, they won 2-1, but how do you see that? Because West Ham came out, they really showed their class.
Yeah.
Just that.
I think Chelsea, there were a lot of things riding into that game for Chelsea. Chelsea's start to the season has been topsy, to say the least. But it came into that game, they had Wesley Fofana, new signing in the team. They had Aubameyang in the stands watching them. So yeah, they needed to come out strong. Unfortunately, they went behind with the early goal from West Ham, but I think it was a good fight back. The first goal from Chilwell, a little bit luckish, if I would say, but after them it was all Chelsea pressure, and you could really sense the goal coming. And fair play to them, because there's sort of days where, I mean, you can't win every game by playing fantastic football. Some days you have to grind out the results, and which is what I think Chelsea did over the weekend. So London Derby grinded out the result, 3 points. Football's a results business, and they got the result at the end of the day.
They got the result at the end of the day. Chelsea, well, Liverpool, they had to share the sport against their own arch rival Everton. And you look at the fact that from the way it is right now, well, the big boys are beginning to line up. But for Brighton, the secret of their strength, that's been surprising. They've been fantastic so far in their season.
Oh, yeah.
I call it their season because no one expected it from Brighton.
Really? I mean, we had the beginning of the season, before the season actually kicked off, when myself and my colleague were talking about, he was talking about how Graham Potter's last season, or the season before, they were underachieving, so to speak, or they had chances, they just weren't finishing them off. Last season, they improved on that, and I think they had a top 10 finish last year, if I'm not mistaken. And this year, we're expecting first game of the season, we're expecting United to blow them out the park, Eric Ten Hag. And they came out, went to Old Trafford and got results. Felipe Caicedo, wonderful performance on the day. And now I think they've kicked on from that. They've taken that win at Old Trafford and they kicked on playing good football with players who you feel, okay, you haven't heard of some players there, but you can see players like Daniel Welbeck is having a wonderful season. McAllister playing the number 6 role now, having a wonderful season as well. So you can see there's steady growth. And this is the type of thing you love to see in football, actually, where a manager is given time to build his style, to build what he wants to do at the club, and actually build on from there and create a team everyone wants to watch. And kudos to Brighton and those over there. That's wonderful.
A wonderful one there coming from Jamajo and also Charles Adria. They've been with us in the studio while Jamajo has been with us also from Kaduna. Now, Jamajo, let's go Spanish now. Let's talk some Spanish football. Over the weekend, Valencia really, they showed their class. If you want to look at how it went down against Getafe, 5-1, General Gattuso really celebrating. Villarreal also walloped Elche, 4-0. Osasuna 2, Rayo Vallecano 1, Sociedad 1 against Atletico Madrid, and 2-1 for Real Madrid. They lost Merengues. They won against Real Betis there. Mallorca 1, Girona 1. You have Celta de Vigo 3 against Cadiz, a good one for them. And you look at Barcelona, Lewandowski again. He has brought his German secrets to Spain, and he's done well so far. 3-0 against Sevilla, and it wasn't a game that Sevilla really could believe their eyes. But that's football. Now, looking at the way it ended, if you look at the way the table is standing, the top of the table in La Liga Santander shows that really Real Madrid now, they are now at the top, they are on the top of the table. Now trying to show that really it's not a fluke that we won everything last season. We are coming back stronger, and I'm sure, Adria, you're happy.
Delighted by the start of the season, actually. I won't say we have played the best football apart from, say, the game at, I think, was this, the game we won 4-1 a couple of weeks back. I can't remember the team now. But yeah, it's been a wonderful start to the season. Aurelion Tchouameni, he's been brilliant. There were talks about how we're going to replace Casemiro, but on Saturday against Betis, he was the man of the match, intercepting everywhere. I've been most impressed with his tactical positioning, so to speak. Always at the right moment, at the right time to intercept the ball and start the next attack. So he's been brilliant. And I must say, we've started this season without Karim Benzema and Luka Modric being on top form. I don't know what's it with them. I don't know what's it with them. I feel they've, should I say, they're pacing themselves into the season, so to speak. Benzema didn't have preseason at all with the club anyway. So I feel that's worrying for the rest of the teams, because when you have arguably two best players at the club, who have not hit top form, but we've won our first 4 games straight now, then it should be worrying. I know those are Barcelona, they are enjoying their Lewandowski scoring goals, they have their new signings playing well. That's fair enough, but look at the top of the table. That's the way it ended last season, and that's the way it is right now. So happy days for Madrid too, more to come.
Happy days for Madrid and more to come. While we're talking about La Liga Santander, there are a lot of activities happening in the world of football. You just look at the fact that, well, Real Madrid are back to the top. Yes, they are showing their class. Lewandowski, though, he scored for Barcelona, and Barcelona are really showing their class. Well, Jamajo, How did you see the weekend, the matches in the Spanish La Liga? For you, I'm sure you are standing with Barcelona right now.
Of course, they are playing fantastic football. It is Barcelona on the Xavi who would love his team to play like the Johan Cruyff ways. That is exactly what we are beginning to see. But I'm impressed with how Robert Lewandowski is adapting to the Spanish La Liga as well as Barcelona, the way he's played. They always say that top players don't require time to adapt to leagues. Whenever they change leagues, whenever they change teams, they don't require time to adapt. And that is exactly what Robert Lewandowski is actually showing us right now. And Rafinha also had his name on the score sheet. So at this point in time, Barcelona are just activating levers everywhere. After activating levers in the market right now, they are trying their best to make sure that they activate those levers on the pitch, because that is what is left for Xavi Hernandez, as well as the 8 players that Joan Laporta signed for him during the summer window. So far I'm impressed with Barcelona, and I think they can challenge Real Madrid toe-to-toe this season for the La Liga title, because they are playing very, very well. And for Real Madrid also, they are doing very fine, still perfect, still top 5 games, 5 wins. Tchouaméni is replacing Casemiro so far. He has done very, very well, and he's bringing so many new things to the team, because Casemiro doesn't have the power that Tchouaméni has got. Casemiro doesn't, actually influence this Real Madrid play, but this guy is like he has it all in him. He tried to, change line-breaking passes. He intercepts plays, and then he puts the ball forward for attackers to try their best to score. Because I can remember the last game, I think against Espanyol, he was the one who provided the assist for Vinicius Junior. A very beautiful ball for him. He watched out to run, and then he provided that beautiful pass for Vinicius Junior to score. So for Real Madrid, I think this season is going to be the Real Madrid-Barcelona title challenge, the one we love to see, the one we always love to watch. I'm super excited for the season, although we'll have the World Cup mid-season, but still, I would expect Real Madrid and Barcelona to challenge each other for the title this season.
Good one there, coming from Naziru Jamajo. I'm sure because of our time, Charles went to at least contest with you concerning Barcelona and Real Madrid, but time is against us right now. Naziru Jamajo, thank you for joining us from Kaduna there. Well, good one, thank you. Good one. So I saw the way you were smiling while he was talking, and I know that you wanted to say something, but Charles, just have to hold it for the next time. Well, our time is up. Thank you very much, Charles Ajuya.
Thank you for having me. It's wonderful.
Okay, good one there. Well, sport is always business and fitness. A wonderful one during the weekend in the world of football and also in other sport. We have to go now. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.